Well, slap my ass and call me
the Shoekeeper.
Papi, yo me siento acelerada. Siento que perdí la noción. Papi, yo me siento acelerada. Pégate, pégate, pégate más.
So my friends, now I drove until to the top, but here I've seen a very nice park. Never seen this. I wanted to show you. Now I've also watched to the clock. 2:30 already, At 4:35 it gets dark. So we have to hurry up and watch this. How nice this is. Never have seen this place, Never was there. They call it, there was I think nature park, I think. That is cool, or? Looks a little bit like NBA Jam Court. They have also a kids place in there at the other side of the mountain. You see the slide is cool, for the kids with the old tree house in there. You see that? That is really cool for kids, Nice playground. Very nice made, with the trees still. Cooler. You see the tree house on there where you have to slide down and such things. Amazing. But now I have, here to go down to sit. But now I have to watch to Google Maps because I didn't know where to drive now, because here it ends. And now I thought, shit. But I was right, Normally I drive only by feeling. But now I thought no, because too much on, and then with no light in the middle of the trees where it's dark, especially when it is cloudy. That is not the best. And here you can enter in there, you see it, the nature park. Now we are complete at the highest, and I told you, at the highest it has not to be far away, And I've seen now 10 minutes to drive. 10 minutes the main street, and then we are back to the roots court. 10 minutes, here you see it, nature playground. That is cool, or? Yeah, and here you see, by this house it ends. I drove a little bit more, and then I thought, shit, now it goes into the woods, There you come to Dream Court number 2, And there this is really steep, and there you don't, even with lights, it's not a nice track to race. You see, very cool place. Also, nice thing in all the same village, But now we have to go to the other village, and there is the back to the roots court, and maybe we can play the new court, which I've never played. And I thought now here to drive left, But here you see, there I think it ends. And now I was staying here. You see, that was the never-ending story to drive up. And now here you see, you come into nowhere. And there I thought, shit, there I don't drive by feeling, with no light. But I've seen a little bit upwards and then left. And then, yeah, they said in 10 minutes we are there. But you see, yeah, there come another house. You see, I haven't seen that. Yeah, I have to hurry up that we can play streetball, That is the thing, day in the life. The day runs so fast, I need more time. So we see us there. My friends, now I've driven up to the end. Now we are in nowhere, watch. Nowhere now where we have to drive. There was the end now. And here it goes into the woods. There is nothing anymore. This street I have to take now. And you see there is snow. We are so high that snow is. And here is also interesting, a home play in ice hockey against, you see, against EC Götzens. And there I have shown you this ice skating hall. There we were with the bicycle. That we stand on the top of the building where there's a park place on top of this. There we were. This is in a little bit by last hole court, There you have to drive on from that village. But now, you see, completely nowhere now. That is why I didn't want it to drive up by feeling. No light. But they say 10 minutes. I know it, the village is not far away from here. But also wet. So we see us there back to the roots court, and hopefully it's open for the new court beside. My friends, now I'm here. That was only a few meters, only 2 curves. And now we are at the main street, and this street I know very well. You know, that I know completely. That is the street to Dream Court too, you know. Here, you see the nowhere here. That is this tough street where you have to drive very long. The cars are very fast. It is always dark. Not the nicest to drive, even with light. Only those few meters. And here I never drove down, you know. And you see, that is the thing. Now they have, they were great. They have extra made this, you know. Have you seen that? That is very selten here. That was nice. But they are from outside. EL, that means from the outside. There the people are always friendly, not from the city. I mean, that short thing, and here it is perfect. This is this tough street upwards, you know, to Dream Court 2. Wow, all snow, you see. But here, that I always wanted to show you, but I never stopped here, because here comes an own automat, how it is called, an own tool where you can put in money, you know. Normally you know it from the drinks, for cola, Sprite, you put money in on the train stations to get a Twix, Snickers and such things. And here they have an own machine for popcorn, you know. I have never seen this in my city. And here, only a few meters where the house starts, there is an own popcorn machine. I never stopped here because after Dream Court I was always so finished. And then when it gets dark here, you want to avoid the street, you know. But wow, that I can show you now. And then it's not far now to the back to the root courts. That is much closer than I thought now. I thought, well, now I have to drive 10 minutes in this main street in the woods, you know. No, only that small piece. Well, now I go to this house in front and then I show you that. So, now we are closer. You see this house? And here it goes down, you see? There is this river. There is this green thing, you know. But there are also, maybe you can walk over this, you see? This bridge. But I don't know, maybe, maybe not. But before we were at the end, downside, there we were, you know. But now, oh, a doggy comes, but we're flying. And only a few meters before, there is this popcorn machine. I will show you. So it was very friendly. Oh, the bicycle. He drove up. I have seen him when the camera was off. Now he drives, but he didn't drive much high, you know. And here you see the city. You see that? In front, I will zoom in. That is the city. Then you know how far we are away. I have shown this in part once, where I have shown in the fields we have to drive so upwards here, you know. Wow. And this girl with the dog greeted, you know, very nice people. Here are always nice people. You know, and here the roots, these are all know, you know. There I know all things, but this village there, bah. And here is the popcorn machine. I think that is so amazing, because here I never have experienced that in my city. And then you come here, and then you see, wow, popcorn. That is so cool. Watch, an own popcorn machine. Wow. €3, but I don't have fresh, warm, no fat and delicious, you know. Wow. Without gene technique. Wow, that would be nice now. Salty. I have no €3. I want popcorn now. But that is a cool idea. So complete of nowhere, in the main street, you know, the main street up to the highest, and then out of nowhere, hey, popcorn. I mean, that is so amazing, you know. In other countries, I think you see that very often, but here, that is so cool, you know. And you see the city downwards, and here it is not far now to the back to the Roots Court. Now I'm more relaxed because here I know everything, and then when it gets darker, you know, to the other court, and there, then I can drive all by bicycle way when I want, so the light will be not the issue now. Only that thing when you don't know something, but I knew it is not that far away, you know. But that is now cool. Oh? We haven't played one ball until yet, but it was still a cool streetball day until now, you know. Still cool, but now the playing will come. But maybe at this new court, you know, that we will check out, and then we will see, you know. And then we go to NoGo East, and there it will also depend if they have open today, you know. by that weather, winter, cold, you know. That we will see, but they open always up at around 1 o'clock, so that is why I drove later on today, you know. But yeah, we will see that. So I will enter in and then we see us. Yeah, and another thing, I'm still here at the same thing, you know, with the popcorn automat on there. And that is the never-ending street where I told you. That is the main street where I always drive up, very tough, you know. And the other main street was in the village, you know, they look all a bit the same where it goes upwards, you know. That is why I never drove to the other village, because I had nothing to do there. And that is the thing, but now we enter in. So we enter in now. Upward, downwards, I always say up and down in the wrong way. Then you will see back to the Roots Court. That is a court which I like very much, you know. Small, blue, nice view to the city, calisthenic park beside. But the other court, you know, the original court inside, that will be the question. So, wait. We have to watch out. You see, and here is another street upwards. These are also drove. Here I also come sometimes, you know, at that street. And here I drive home on that street. Here you have to eat, you know. And here is only a few meters. And very cool place, what we have to go a little bit higher now, it goes downwards. And here there is the secret military court. I told you we have 2 secret military streetball courts where you are not allowed to film, forbidden, but I know both of them. I've never played, but I have seen them, because in one building I was inside and the other I was also there. But I cannot show you that. But that is very close from here. And there is really a long street. There you come easier to the city. You see the city now. Wow, that is such cool, so far away, but it is not that far away, you know. And now here we are. There are also doggies without a line. Now we will see if someone is doing calisthenics. Basketball, I've never seen people here, but calisthenics. People come here beside work at midday, but now it is after midday. And here it comes. Let's enter in. Back to the Roots Court. Wow, also amazing, you know. Big sports place. Here we are. You see it? No one playing, no one training, but the cars are here. These are the people which come with dogs most of the time and go upwards, you know, that is to walk in the woods. And here the outside, you know. But I tell you, when you watch here, that is not the city. That is outside already. There starts the city, you know. And here we are. Also jam, you know. Yeah. But not the NBA jam court, but also jam, you know. That is for Youth Club. And here it is, you know, the small thing. Back to the Roots Court. Here we also made some videos, you know. The small thing with the granulate court, you know, rubber. And here you hear people, you know. These are youth people now. But you see, that is the thing. With table tennis, calisthenics park, the deep bar. Very nice. And because here is this youth club, you know, in summer more, then you have a lot of young people here after midday, you know. There is nice when you come in the morning, when the sun comes up in summer from that side, but it looks amazing. But now we try to enter in the new court where I have told you, you know. So we make it this, that looks friendlier, because there I have to ask, you know. But maybe, you know, yeah, you hear them. They want to provocate a bit, you know. These are the young people. You see, you hear it. I will not understand what they are shouting. It's my language. Do you hear it? But maybe. But you know, in summer that is more open, but now in winter there is the problem. And I have shown you the stairs to walk up, you know. They have great stairs, but to come here with kettlebell is not the best option. And here you see one football field, a smaller one. Here a bigger one. you know, herein. And that is the thing. There is a own door. There is like a coffee, a shop, a bar, you know, a restaurant, not to coffee drink, but that is always closed, especially now in winter. Beach volleyball, they have a ring in an asphalt, and there is the thing, you know. Yeah, the goals are there, but that will be locked up, you know. There is now no one in winter, you know. That is the thing. I will show you that now. I've shown you once at the NoGo court. You see? Hey, it is open. But there you always have to ask, you know. You don't want to enter in when no one is there, you know. That is always the thing. That is, you know, here it is locked, you see. Eingang geschlossen. You know, that is always, even if it is there now open, you know, in villages this is always the other rule. You know, I was growing up in the village and in the city, and when you walk in there, even if it's for free, they can say, hey, what you're doing here? You know, no, it does not go, this and that. You know it at NoGo West. There they kicked me out a lot of times without a reason, you know. They asked again, no. Go to your city, go to airport court, there you can play. No, you know. That is the thing, and it is always better when something is closed, when you enter in and ask someone, you know. When you don't see one, you don't enter in such a tool, because then they say, hey, what is there going on, you know. And especially when you are not from here, you know. That is the point. They ask you, hey, I don't know you here. You are not from that village. What you're doing here? You know, and to avoid such problems, always with a little bit respect, you know. And now there is no one. If there would be someone I can ask, hey, can I play? Always the best option, you know. You also don't enter in a house where when you haven't asked the people, you know. And here are the stairs, you see, they are very steep, great stairs, you know, 1, 2 and 3, but here with the kettlebell that is almost impossible. But you know, when you don't see one, and you know, that's really stupid, you know. That is the point, you know. You know, I've seen a lot of things in the villages, you know, back in the days when you enter in as a stranger. You have to understand, there are some villages which don't like other village, the people, you know. And when you come here as a stranger and without asking and enter in and playing, then yeah, they will not say more than, hey, shut up and this and that. But then, you know, then you don't come back here, you know. So I always try to watch out if I see one again. And when I see someone, then I ask, because then he says yes or no. And then I know it, you know. When he has said yes to me, I talked with him, but now I don't know, I don't see it. And then you don't want to enter in and start playing, you know. Because then it's too late. You ask when you see one, hey, when you know him, you see him again, you ask, hey, I'm again here, can I play now a few balls? Because then when he say yes, which he will do, then he knows you and he knows, hey, you are correct, and then you can do it. And then the next time again. And now when I enter in now without asking, and then it's other people here and says, hey, what you're doing here? It is closed, go out, are you from here? Then you will not enter in here again, you know, always a little bit intelligent. Yeah. But I expected that, you know, that I don't see someone. I watch now, you know, there is no one entering out. Of course, who comes now at winter, you know, to a football field, or that is the thing. Only the trainers when they have their training session, but private people don't come now. Yeah, but here with the young teenagers, they will for sure enter in when they see the camera. So I would say we go now, especially with the time, to the NoGo. Once again, I always have to think here goes to West, to NoGo West, and there we will play, you know. be better, because they for sure enter in. And then I cannot use the footage because these are teenagers. And there you are not allowed, you know, to show that in the pictures. But that is the thing as a street baller, you know. You see it again. Now I'm drove here, I tried it, didn't see someone, didn't see a clock or anything. And then better come another day, you know, better to avoid 1-2 days, come here. And then when you see one, you ask, and then all is good. Then he knows you and you will come in a good way. You know, I've done this a lot of times. It's always the best way, you know. Be friendly, wait a bit, because even if it's allowed, you know, but you know, it is allowed for the people from here. I am not from here. And in the villages, the people know each other most of the times, you know. And then it is better to know a few people in the village, be friendly, and then they accept you, and then you can play as always, you know. When you are friendly and go into a streetball court, you know, where you are, which is not your home court, completely outside, and there are playing people. When you will enter in and do act like, hey, now I'm here, now I play, I don't ask you, and I crash your game, maybe the chance is good that you will never come back there, you know. And when you say, hey, cool, you ask a question, hey, are you often here? Boy, it is a cool place. Do you play more? Which ball do you have? Then you come in and talking, and then, bam, you know a few people, and then you will never ever have a problem again, you know. That small thing can change the thing, you know. And now we enter in at NoGo West. I'm excited. There I have to watch for my bicycle that no one steals it, you know. But there are also beside, I know people who live there. I was in the building beside, you know, not only with flyers, I've known people in there where I was in the flats. And yeah, we will see now. I'm excited. And maybe it can happen that we have no court today, but still a great street ball day. Yeah, and another thing what I also wanted to show you. Now I drove down the street, you know, and here, that is a bench which I have never shown you, but I always wanted, but never stopped, you know. But watch at this. There is a own bench here, you know, beside the street. And that is the Mitfahrbanker. You read it. That means in English, you know, that you know. When you are here stranded, you have no car, no ticket for a bus, then this is the bench to take your thing up, and people will, strangers will come maybe and take you to the city. The own bench where you can wait. I mean, that is a cool thing, or you can sit, relax here and wait until someone enters in and will take you to the city, you know. If it happens or not, I don't know. I have done this in other cities. In Italy, there one people asking and they say immediately, yeah, come on, I drive you extra there, you know. Girls, men, all, I had it all, you know. One asking, bam, they drive you to everywhere, you know. Italy always great. San Bonifacio. And now I go on to NoGo West, you know, NoGo West. So here we are. Now we have to enter in NoGo West, you know, and there it is by this big building. There you see a tennis hall, you know, that is own roof in winter. Oh, the kids are making the bum bum, you know. Near always dogs with no lines most of the time, and we have to enter in. And here, you know, I walked also in the early 90s, you know, complete early 90s. And there is the NoGo West Court. I see it from here. Very beautiful view from there. And we have to make now a little bit, you can left and right, but you see there are 2 dogs without a line. And then we will see if we can play there, you know. And in that big building, you know, I was all in there. There I have known people who lived in there, but in the big building. And there we ended also always our flyer thing, you know. I also made flyers in that outside city. And that is the end of the city, you know, of the outside city. My city is much more far away, you know. And here in winter, after 4 or 5 hours flyer from house to house to house at 10 o'clock at night, then I always moved out my t-shirt, it was wet, and then by snow and ice, you know, nothing on, and changed then. That was always, you know, they make now another böller, you hear it? Aye, the little kids, you know. So I will drive there, but I see there is no one in, so I don't know if it will go. We will see it. Let's do it. So my friends, now we arrived almost. Watch, here we are. One of the most beautiful courts with the view, you know, not the court itself, the view. And now watch where we have to drive on such routes to the fields, you know, and that it is, and the stones. And now we will see if it is open, you know. I have a bad feeling, but we will see. In winter, you know, and there you have always to drive, you know, the village life, always such things. And here really, when they're coming people with dogs, 99% they have no line. They always run to you, and all is always the same, you know. So here I have to watch a bit of the stones, you see. And there it can go good or not. Most dogs are nice, but from 30 dogs, one is not that nice, and then you have a problem, you know. And now here from above, but now we have the clouds in. Without the clouds, you would see the mountains so good. Here above, oh, wait, I go down now. That is amazing, you know. Normally, you know, you would see now all up to the mountains, you know, the clouds, and to the other side of the city. And here so far that you see at the end the mountains, and that is amazing here normally. And here the court from above, that looks really spectacular, and that's the only place with a real tennis carpet with sand in, you know, then you know it. And to play here is, you know, a bit slippery, but with the view, always amazing. Now watch, 1, 2, 3, here we are, watch. That is the place, you know. You see 2 rings, an own court, wow, and very big. And here you can play tennis for free. That you get nowhere other. That is amazing, you know, tennis for free. Here the courts, you know, here I have to be careful, these are those sharp things. You see it? And that is really cool. There is the tennis wall, you know, there I can play. That is, you know, that I never thought of, you know. Good that I say it now. Here I can play to my wall, because I always had a wall, but you know the story. The tennis court, my home court, is away. But I can drive here. That is not that far away, you know, with bicycle. But now I have a bad feeling because no one is in here. And now it started to rain a bit, you know. I also played in that, this is a small city outside. I also played tennis here, but not in that building. There exists by the swimming area. There is mini golf, where I made a video about, but not the city mini golf, the other where I played 25, you know, by 18 holes, 25. And there I made a video, and beside there is the tennis club, and they have the same indoor hall like here, you know. And now we are by those buildings where I told you, and then you know how far we were on there, you know, in the mountains, and on, you know. That is amazing. And now here is the problem with the bicycle, that it does not get stolen, you know. But you know, I was really here, it was almost an hour over the time when it should be open up, and it was not open up. Then you ask, yeah, I don't know, no, yes, blah, you know. That is why I call it NoGo. This year I never had a problem, but 2 or 3 years there I always were. Then I didn't drive here again because I thought, for what? And now we will see. That looks not good, but maybe not. I have no, shit, no, it's also closed. Watch, it is closed. All the rules, you know, closed. No, that is bad. Or the same thing, I tell you, I made a story in my language, you know. I had the NCAA ball, the old version, you know, the solution replica ball by me, and I was so happy to test it out. I drove here extra, and it was the same, you know. They didn't open up, but it was in summer, and then I could drive home again because no one came and opened it, you know. And that is always the thing why I don't like those rules, and why I don't like that trainers will enter in and all those stuff. Let a streetball court for free, let it open, and that it is, you know. Make asphalt, because then nothing can get damaged, you know. The floor will not get damaged on asphalt. That would be the perfect streetball place, you know. And now here we are. It starts a little bit to snow and rain. Now it stopped again, but And we have not played one ball, and now it will get dark, you know. I have 3 balls by me, you know. The Tarmac BT 900X, the Mr. Mike Big Ball, the old version, first version, and the Platinum series. And now we have seen so many streetball courts, new courts, you know, all those things. And now the day goes a little bit away over because it will get dark. Man, we have not played one ball. Man. But you know, that is the life as a streetballer. It was a cool day still, but even without playing one ball. But it has all to do with streetball. What we have experienced, the new courts, the city court, that was amazing. You know, in the part 1, in my city. Yeah, and now here we are. And now this is closed, you know. Yes, and now I don't know what to do, you know, because now it gets slippery also. And here in the near, you know, there's only graffiti court, and there is another court, but there are now for sure young people in, you know. The Bark-In court, you know, I have shown you this on the outside courts, but there now at that time, you have no chance to film. That is not far away, you know. My school comes here. I went in many schools, you know. I went, let me think, 4 years. You know, so I know a lot of experience. I went 4 years to the first school, you know, from 6 to 10 years. And then I made 5 years to gymnasium. These are the higher standard schools, 5 years. So that means 9 years school. Then I made 1 year an own school for electricity, you know, also a high-end school electricity, 1 year. I was not bad, but I didn't like it. These are 10 years. And after that I made half a year in that city, a school that was the complete other side. That was where you learned marketing and how to make a business. So I learned all the stuff about marketing and such things. But here I was only half a year because at my city it was not, I was too late to change a school, you know. That is the complete opposite from electricity thing to go to like a manager job or to a bank, you know. And then I made half a year in my city, the same school, you know. I changed after half a year, and later on I made 3 years the lower school with the same, also managing business, company, you know, how to run those things. So that means we had now 4 years, 9 years, 10 years, 11, 14 years, you know. So I was 14 years in schools, you know, and I have experienced a lot, you know. And so here I know so much because I was so often here since a child, and then later on, you know, I have shown a lot of videos in the old town, you know. They have an old town where we made ball tests, you know, and yeah, and there is the Bark-In, the skate park. There is a yacht club, but now at around 2-3 there will for sure people in, you know. You can enter in for free to play at the small, this was where the bee, where I told you at the Madame court, at the end of all courts, a bee was biting me, or how it is called, when he not biting, this he sting, you know, bam, in the herein, bam. I thought shit, because I didn't know if I get allergic or not, you know. I have never experienced that, but thankfully it only hurt it and it was swollen, but nothing more happened. But they have a hospital in the near, so that was the good thing, because if I would be at Madame Court in Italy, when there happens something, then you are over, you know. You are over 3 hours away from here, you know. And that it is. So we make, yeah, thing is what I can show you now. I will go there, then we see, you know, park in, few meters left down, and we see us. So a few meters more, and here are by my school, you know, here we are. There I went to school for half a year, was very friendly and very normal, you know. In the city it is more rough, and here it was like, wow, there is nothing bad, all normal, you know. And there was a girl in my class, and her parents were very famous musicians here in my country, you know, only in my country. It was very nice. And here we are, this building, you see, this is the school. Looks very old, you know, traditional. And there left they have a gymnastic room, and there we made strength training, you know. That was also cool. It was the only time. Normally you play only football. Football, also soccer. In English, soccer. Every hour for hour. I always loved hockey, you know. Hockey was great in school. And here we have to make strength training, you know. With 15 years strength training to lift weights, you know. The bicep curls, you know, we had to benches all to transport from the rooms, you know, from the beside rooms, and then to row the bar, the big bar, and all those stuff, you know. That was cool with 15 years. I liked it because I trained even there. And here you see it. This is the thing. And my class was exactly the first etage down. There we were, you know. Yeah, this long time ago. That was, when was this? That was in the year 2002, I think, you know. 2002, that it was, you know. So very long time. But it is like yesterday, you know. Feels like yesterday. And here was a friend of mine going to photo school, you know, professional photograph, you know. I was, you know, here we also have football field, you know. And that is very nice. So only a few meters, then we will enter in at the park in. But this park, you know, the skate park, I also avoided a long time because there I didn't like the people, you know. I know a few of them. There the connection was not the best, so, but now, you know, it's all over. And there, here you see the other thing. So now I have to watch because of the cars. I will drive down, then we see us there. So now we are almost here. We have to drive down, and then we can watch in. I hear nothing, you know. When you hear nothing, then most of the time it is closed. But that we will see. The park in, you know, is our own construction of the basketball rings. It was in there since the 90s, the later 90s, 1998 around. I was the first time in, and here we are. Now you can, oh, a car comes. You have to drive there. Then you can watch in, and you can remember it. Wait, my bicycle. Now watch. The old skate park, you know. Back in the days, that was the best thing of them all. Better than in all city. You know, and here is the basketball court. You see it there? There on. Their own construction. Such a construction you find nowhere, with the net from the workers, you know. And you know, that park was in the 90s, wow, that was the best thing of them all, you know. And nowadays people go to other parks, you know. That is not the... Nowadays you have much more those skate plazas, you know. But yeah, that is also closed now, you know. In winter, the most things, when this is an organization thing, you know. In the villages there, most of the time it is closed, you know. But not at my home court, but there is now the ice skating place. At Madame Court, there we could play the whole year, you know. There you will have nothing, no rules, only streetball, nothing else. That it is, you know. Now we watch. But you will see, Platz gesperrt, you see it, the same. It is closed, of course. That is always the point, you know. You read it. So that means here, in that city, in this outside city, I have to say, you know, not my city. They have 3 courts, and we have done all today. The graffiti court is on the other part at the end, you know, closed. You know, you can use the front, but the whole thing is closed, you know. Here it is closed, you know, the park-in court. And the NoGo West, you have also seen, also closed, you know. These are the things in the villages. Here, every streetball court is closed. And here is the Yacht House to go in, you know. And in the villages, as you have seen, even the other place where they say it is open, where we were at the new court, where the ramps were under the thing, but it was not open. And that is always the thing in villages, you know. There you never know. Always be careful, even in summer. If it was a rainy day, it can happen where they don't come here. No one opens it up because they think, there will come no one today. I don't open up, you know. That is always the thing, yeah. Wait, we have to wait to the car. And yeah, and from here it will get difficult to find now a streetball court, you know, because I have to drive to the city, and there at this time now that is all bad. And yeah, but I don't know what to show you. Here we come to the old city down, but there I don't want to move because there are so many people now when you enter in. Yeah, let me think a few things. Strange court is not that far away. There I have to, the lovely court, but there are sitting always people. And then with filming you can't forget, you know. You always have to think about the camera. When I'm alone, then it's no problem. But with camera, they crush you, you know, the young people, and then you cannot use the video. So day in the life, you will see streetball pictures and then not one ball played. And then people will come, hey, what is that for shit thing? You play not one ball, what a stupid thing. You only are allowed to make a video when you play a ball, what a shit thing, you know. Such commentaries will come, maybe, you know. Well, but I show you only how it is, you know. I wanted to play, I have my 3 balls by me, and you have seen what happened. When I can nowhere play, you know, then it was so. But it was still cool, you know. Well, here we were skating, there were good stairs, a lot of things. Wow. There I jumped, I don't know, 6-7 stairs with the skateboard once. Wow, that was heavy. But those stairs didn't exist anymore, you know. Yeah, that it was, you know, that it was. So I think we close the show now, because now it's better to drive home because it will get dark. I have to come home without a light, you know. Day in the life as it is, you know. I don't fake things, you have seen it now. But it was still cool, you know. We have discovered new courts. Unbelievable, one in my city. Then the other one where the board is away, I've never seen this. And then the new gigantic sports place. Yeah, and one day we will make the back to the roots, the original inside. When I met someone there, then I can ask and go in. And that was still cool, you know, even without playing, but that can happen. That is it, that can happen. Yeah, but it was still a nice day. So, day in the life. So my friends, now I drive home, you know. So far now again, the street to nowhere, and you see now the lights went on because it gets dark. You see, that is the thing, it makes no sense to drive. The cars have the lights now on there. And here we are by those old football stadium with the damaged track to run, you know. But that will take me now also 45 minutes to drive home without a break, you know. It's also a bit, you know. So we were also hours on the bicycle, but that was not difficult. Bit upwards, little drive to there, stay. Yeah, but now really long route. And yeah, what shall I say? All the drive home now. Not played one ball. Man. We end the show. We will see us again. Until then, bye and ciao.
Papi, yo me siento acelerada. Siento que perdí la noción. Papi, yo me siento acelerada.